the $15,000 grand prize. You can feel the excitement in the room. The house is packed. That's right. The house is packed. Expert, one of the primary thought leaders of that card and archetype. AwDaSea has been playing spawner decks since the beginning of Clash Royale, and he used to be a mainstay on the top 200 leaderboard.
Yeah, both of these guys really have one particular skill, and it is being really grounded, defensive, and really keeping the fundamentals in mind. And I want people to pay attention to, through all these matches, that the first play is often the most important play of the entire match. You can't overplay your hand. It's better to be safe early on, and both these guys kind of did that early on there with the archers split.
Darthjarjar doesn't want that furnace to build up. All those spawners can really hurt you, so he used the bowler in the same lane to fight the fire spirits. And once again, we see another graveyard coming out. AwDaSea didn't have a great answer. Has to do a defensive miner to pop up and fight him off.
I'm starting to notice a theme here, Rumham. We're seeing a lot of elite barbarians and a lot of graveyards.
A lot of miner, too.
Absolutely. And look at this. Poison. Interesting poison placement there. And then the miner archer not going to get any damage really done, is it? He's going to get there? Not really.
But the archer gets a little pop shot. Hey, that's something you don't usually see, a miner being effective on offense. He's fighting off some elite barbarians.
You know, the lumberjack himself, AwDaSea, is actually a really, really good player defensively. You know, like he said, talking to him earlier, he said he really likes to just, especially the first 2 minutes of the match, just keep things cool, calm, and collected, see what his opponent has. Jar, I'm still waiting. Is he going to whip out the 3 Musketeers?
Doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
This deck, but we might see it in the semifinals if he's lucky enough to advance.
Yes.
Here's the thing: sitting back and waiting against Darthjarjar may not work. He's considered by some of the top players to be the least mistake-oriented player in the game. He just does not fumble.
That's true. He might not be the flashiest player in the game, but he is rock solid, especially on defense. But you can see he's taking some damage there. I don't want to jinx again, but he's taking some damage to that left tower.
I think that was an amazing push by AwDaSea. With only, 9 elixir, a miner, and an ice golem and a poison.
And look at that mega minion there, actually doing a lot of work with like 1 HP left. A good bowler placement there, and he's able to capitalize with that graveyard spell on AwDaSea's tower there.
Does it surprise you that a lumberjack was playing the log in his deck?
I am a little surprised. I don't know. I guess it's actually very apropos.
In the Clash Royale lore, the log and lumberjack are rivals.
That is true. That is true. Well, I guess it does make sense then. And here it comes, a decent fireball there. Fireball, you know, won't kill elite barbarians, but it does a lot of damage. And then that log kind of finishes the job there. That elite barbarian's not going to get to either the furnace or the tower.
The repeated fireballs on that furnace are really working down AwDaSea's left tower. I would say he's probably taken about 700 damage on the tower just from fireballs.
And look at that poison. That poison's actually doing a lot of damage. It also just saw a buff, so it's doing more damage than previously.
What a fireball! No! AwDaSea wins! AwDaSea takes... No,
10 seconds left.
10 seconds, you're right.
Easy run, man. Easy.
But I don't see how he can do it. Darthjarjar doesn't have the ability. No, take that back. The fireball hits it. One more. All right, ties it up.
Look at this guy. He called it too early.
Too early. Do you believe in miracles?
We're going to reset here, guys, because both their towers are close to full health, and we're going to overtime. Still a lot of time left, Rumham.
I was so scared after those last 2 games.
You know what? You said your heart's with Jar Jar, and you proved it there because you had a little premature celebration. But it's okay.
We've got 3 minutes of overtime, and all of overtime is done in the double elixir mode. So it's kind of like playing more than another complete game. So even though both towers are at full health, there's a lot of time and elixir to pull this off.
I gotta say, I really like this deck here by AwDaSea. It's not necessarily a meta deck at all. I mean, he has the miner, the furnace, a very interesting combination.
Those elite barbs at the river kind of got hit by the bowler, and the enemy elite barbs, I guess
nice
it ultimately
there,
worked out, but that was a lot of elixir on that defense.
But this, this could be trouble here. Fireball coming. There it is.
And it's going to hit the archers. Oh, the skeleton's going to build up.
That was a great fireball there, and look at the tower down to 472 hit points here. Jar Jar finding himself in a very, very good position at this point.
Get this. 2 fireballs on that tower is going to leave it with 4 health.
This is what we call cycling to your spell, cycling to the fireball here. So all Jar Jar has to do is play defense, get to the fireball twice, and game over.
That's what he's trying to do. He's going to fireball the furnace. Oh, and he's going to get a hit in. It looks like it might.
It's King Tower. Look at the King Tower. Look at the King Tower.
Oh, Darthjarjar might get 3 crowned here on the left side.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Can he get a fireball?
Fireball. He needs that fireball.
Oh,
wow.
He needs a fireball and a zap to win this game, and he almost got 3 crowned on the left side, and a miner's coming in.
Okay, so miner on the tower.
AwDaSea's doing everything he can.
A nice poison there too.
Is the poison going to be enough? He needs the fireball. He needs a zap. The crowd is going
game, man.
That is unbelievable. These matches are insane.
That was incredible. Let's check in with Kelly to see how our players are
Kelly!
Dude, AwDaSea, when did you realize, just give it up, go for the King's Tower?
Well, I was going to lose otherwise, so I just had to risk it, and it worked out.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Good luck into the semifinals and of
Time around.
There's been a lot better placement, I think, by Ashe. I think Ashe is very familiar with this deck. We've seen already a few times, like even right there, that Mega Minion's dead. Blue Mega Minion, that was an unfortunate play for Darthjarjar. That's, I think, the second or third time that's happened in these exchanges where the Ashe has just been a little bit better about getting his placements, his micro down for this matchup, and being able to run away with it. Uh-oh. But this Lumberjack might take it down. We saw Shades of Clyde.
Oh, there's just one more hit.
Okay, so that is Zap Range.
But I think the Golem is going to do it.
Golem Zap.
Ah, you did it. No.
Zap it. Just zap it. You got,
There it is.
All right, so now we're going into overtime, it looks like.
Fortunately for Darthjarjar, he should be able to stabilize here.
He's
King
going for the-
Tower is
wow.
pretty healthy. And he's going to take down the tanks, and these archers are really going to do good work against the
Go for the 3 crown.
the skeletons, but I think that's kind of what Darthjarjar wanted. He wanted to use the extra health on the King Tower to stabilize after committing so much elixir to try to make sure that tower was down before overtime.
I think, yeah, I agree. I think that Ashe, I get why he would do that, but Darthjarjar benefited because he basically could take 2,000 damage on the King Tower, and now it's what, just as hard to kill as a Crown Tower? Like, how much does that really matter in this matchup?
Yes. Momentum still definitely seemingly on Ashe's side, and I think that Darthjarjar is going to have to work hard to make sure he gets a good chance, a good foothold in this game, and this might be the opportunity. No Golem on the field for Ashe, a bunch of supporting troops that can be traded out very efficiently, and this might be a big counter push for Darthjarjar. Let's see how effective this Golem drop is.
Imagine if Lumberjack dropped poison. Whew. You could choose what spell Lumberjack drops. That would be sweet.
That, or if they just made a new troop, like an alchemist.
Yeah!
Wouldn't that be cool, right? That
That'd be
little
sweet.
poison jar on his belt, and when he dies, poison.
Or it's oh,
Supercell, please.
Alchemist, Arsonist.
Oh, yeah, for all the ones?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Lumberjack, he was getting hit by the central tower, but decides to run out of the range. And now, this rage could be really valuable if he dies in the graveyard.
Hold on.
Golemites doing it!
Oh, that's it. He's at 60.
He can zap it, right?
That's 67.
67.
Oh, wow.
He's got a
One
lightning.
HP.
There it
Oh,
is.
there it is.
Reason.
Was that the first graveyard we've seen? I think it was.
Yes.
So we might have used that as an information gathering thing.
Okay.
Like read it a little bit, kind of get some understanding. The next time you might see him save up a little more elixir and pull it off. But not if you're getting your tower pushed down.
Ow.
Log does not kill those archers, and we've seen it a lot of times here where you log the archers and they just go right back to firing. Not worried about it.
One big punch from the Giant, and FettyWap is slowly but surely coming ahead in this game, but we're just heading into double elixir time, and anything can happen. AwDaSea can put together a big push. I think one thing that's really hurting AwDaSea is because his Inferno Tower keeps getting lightninged out, he's not actually had a good defensive play so far.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can change that here.
Ooh, Ice Golem eats one of the shots.
Oh, unfortunate.
Well, depends on who you're asking, I guess. That Mega Minion has been thrashing bowlers all day for both sides. I mean, those bowlers come across the river and outside the range of the enemy towers, the Mega Minions just run house.
Earning a fireball each time, and AwDaSea just can't put together a good counter push after he defends, and it's really coming back to hurt him. He's not been able to really put together anything in terms of offense, and if you can't do damage to the tower, you can't win the game.
Why has AwDaSea chosen to fireball those tombstones every single time immediately?
That I just think it's good for one elixir. You get 240 damage, 230 damage. That's good.
And it doesn't pull the there's the fire.
There it is!
Like we talked about. It doesn't pull the Giant towards the middle, which is one of the things. You can't really put together a bowler push if the bowler or the Mega Minion or the Ice Golem, all of that gets pulled towards the center.
One more
Oh no, the bowler's alive!
Oh, he turned it to the side.
Big reason why that happened was because FettyWap actually chose to lightning the archers and the tower rather than the Inferno Tower, and that's exactly what we were talking about. One good defensive play can buy AwDaSea into this game, and he did so much damage with the single graveyard play. And
Misses!
he should have gone for the archers, and I feel like that was a mistake. He might have been able to close it out if he had fireballed the archers. He needs to put together one more solid defensive play here.
Oh, that Mega Minion was too far up.
Where's the
great
lightning
placement by
coming?
AwDaSea on the archers. Rather, maybe I don't think that was a bad play by FettyWap as much as a great play by AwDaSea. Was to predict that Mega Minion from where it was placed was going to be riding the wall there. Places the archers inside instead of outside, or outside instead of inside, and was able to turn that around.
There we go. Here comes a fireball. Just
AwDaSea.
one more cycle.
going for the good game, going for FettyWap. He has 1 minute and 30. Well, I guess not, because he only has one more cycle to put together some sort of offensive push. Looks like he's maybe just giving it up. The well-played coming out on both sides. And it looks like AwDaSea is going to secure the first victory here in the semifinals best of 3. That beautiful fireball.
Key decision-making error. Installed, you have the Ice Golem in front, the Lava Hound behind, and you have Elixir in the bank to drop more reactionary cards based on what happens here.
I mean, if you consider that he was 4 Elixir ahead, he basically got the Princess, or the Tombstone for free, right? Or the Mega Minion for free. Now they're even in Elixir with all this stuff on the board. That kind of favors AwDaSea right now.
Level Pup split. Still no excuse to play something like the Inferno Dragon, and I bet you're missing Miner right now, because a Miner in that push would have really done a lot of damage to that tower. We'll see how AwDaSea will play out the situation. Obviously, getting it this far with this deck is not easy, so he has winning conditions and winning plans.
From him, what was the oops there from FettyWap?
He both logged and arrows at the same time, and the arrows would have killed it all. He logged to kill the Tombstone, and then threw arrows to kill the minions, but if you look, the arrows landed just as the Tombstone popped, and he might have been better off just throwing the arrows, letting the giant punch the Tombstone open, and then saving that 2 Elixir and having the log. As you see, FettyWap's actually ahead in Elixir, so he could have been even further ahead in Elixir without that.
Yo, Inferno Dragon down. First time of the night.
But Inferno Dragon doesn't get removed by lightning.
Not true.
Oh!
Not true at all. Not true at all.
Save the Inferno Dragon.
It actually
Oh my god!
It survived with 17 health.
That's right.
The Inferno Dragon just narrowly escaped Doom. The Mega Minion was so close.
We've seen
We've seen
look at all these dragons in the air.
Nice use of the log.
Double
Will eliminate a
Inferno
lot of the
Dragon.
skeletons. Inferno Dragon locked onto the giant. We'll be able to melt that down.
4
That is
legendaries.
a very healthy Lava Hound on your tower, and you are very scared of that. The Bowler also will get removed. Just such efficient trading.
Oh, he's still
Inferno Dragon
alive.
lives.
Oh, he's gonna
Here it
go.
comes.
Wow.
Oh, that is it. Locked on. Inferno
Wow.
damage to a tower right as overtime's about to hit, and that is going to be AwDaSea 2-0.